Hi everyone, Alan from Newlands Nursery. Welcome to today's 5-Minute Friday. And you know spring is in the air when we're talking about fuchsias and talking about hanging baskets. So today we are going to be planting up this fantastic hanging basket fuchsia. So it might seem early to do it. So the only real way you can do it this early is if you've got some heated area or potentially a conservatory, a heated greenhouse. It doesn't have to be particularly warm, but you certainly don't want to get frosts to it. But if you do it that early, you are going to get a head start, you're going to get more growth, you're going to get a longer flowering season, and after all, that is why we grow our hanging baskets. It's the fantastic flowers through the summer. So it is well worth doing. So I've got my fuchsia plug plants. A question we get asked all the time is this paper pot on the outside, do I have to take it off? No, you definitely don't have to take it off. You can leave that on. We plant so many pots and hanging baskets and leave it on with no issue at all. So you definitely don't have to. I've got my hanging basket without the hangers. So the best thing if you're doing it early, don't put the hangers on to begin with. It's just easier to handle. And I've obviously got some compost, so a good quality multi-purpose compost that drains nicely, but does hold on to an element of moisture, so bark fibre or something in there will really help, because obviously hanging baskets are pretty famous for drying out, especially over the summer months. So I'll add some compost. I've already put a little bit in, but I'm going to top it almost all the way to the top. It's a tiny bit more. I say almost all the way to the top. If you go all the way to the top and water it, all the water just spills over the edge, and we don't want that. We want it to get into the compost. I'm just going to tap it down and maybe top it up a little bit. The reason being is you don't want any air gaps in there. Otherwise, when you do first water it, the compost just sinks and you end up with a half-filled hanging basket. So with this, we're going to plant 3 fuchsias in here. So this is around about 21 centimetres wide, and it is ideal for 3 plants to go in there. And I'm going to plant them in a triangle. So the first thing to do is make the holes in the compost. So you don't want to go right around the outside, around about 4-5 centimetres in from the outside, and create a triangle, and then just pop your plants in. It's as simple as that. As you do, tuck them in, making sure they've got compost around the root ball, and it's as simple as that. Give it a really good water. The best technique is to water it a little bit, wait until that soaks in, and then repeat that process until you start getting water come out the base of the hanging basket. And like I said, put that in a warm-ish place. Doesn't have to be super warm, but put it in definitely a frost-free place. Ideally between 5 and 12 degrees would work really, really well. And you'll soon start seeing them sprout, and they're going to be filled over before you'd even normally plant it. Can go outside and hang up towards the end of May, depending where you are in the country, and away you go. Simple as that. Any questions at all? Let us know. See you soon.